Back to the top of the league phase in the Champions League, and one man that will be very, very, very happy after that is Arne Slot, and he joins us now. Arne, lovely for you to join us. Thank you so much. You said pre-match this is just another game, same as every other one. Now that you've completed a 2-0 win over them, how does it feel, especially with this kind of crowd here tonight?
I wouldn't say it's the same as any other one, because you know how special it is to play against a club that won this Champions League so many times and are the reigning champions as well. Dominated Europe for the last few years. We're a pain in the ass for Liverpool many times as well. So we knew it was a big week, but I said if this week is over, next week is a big week again with Newcastle and Everton. So, but I think it's not only the result, also the way we played is, yeah, it's pleasing to see.
You've been here obviously, and you obviously intentions are to do well and to win games, sure, etc. But you're here a few months now. Are you ahead of schedule in your own mind?
I didn't have a schedule in terms of amount of points. I think if you start at a new club, you want to implement your playing style as fast as possible. That was not that difficult because the playing style is so similar to Jurgen's, especially without the ball. So we both want to press really high. And there are certain details maybe with the ball that we do a bit different, but not that many. So implementing playing style, I'm very pleasing to see not only the starters, but also the ones that were on the bench today. If they are in the starting 11, they do the same. So that's very good to see, and you don't count points before you start the season. And if I would have done that, I probably wouldn't have counted so many as we have now.
Arne, what were your instructions at half-time? Because the first half was very impressive, but of course it was goalless.
Yeah. I wouldn't say impressive. I felt that we were still a bit too impatient. So every time when they threatened us, which didn't happen a lot, was from us being sloppy in passing or forcing it too much. So I said, I think there's more into you guys than you show at the moment. You can play with more intensity and you can play better with the ball. So forget the shirt you face. Just do what you always do. And then hopefully we can even create more chances than we already did the first half.
There's usually a lot of focus put on the attacking players, but I just want to ask you about Caoimhin Kelleher tonight. What was going through your head when Kylian Mbappe stepped up, and how impressive do you think he is?
The same thing that went through my mind when Mo Salah stepped up. In both situations you think, it's probably going to go in, because they have such a great record. But yeah, both missed. So they showed us today that they are human beings. And in Mbappe's situation, Caoimhin saved it, which made it even more special for us. And I think there was another situation where he was also outstanding, Caoimhin. So yeah, he's done remarkable for us, just like our other goalkeeper. But Caoimhin did remarkable today.
Arne, how impressive have you been with the young players, local players? I mean, obviously this club's steeped in history of bringing through young players, Mac being one of them. How impressive, how important are these guys for your squad?
They are, because yeah, people always say, and I think I have to agree with that, that if you are coming through the academy, you know what it means for the fans even more than the ones that come from different countries. And I think it's special for the fans, but also for the club, that if they play on this stage against the reigning champion and they do so well, and I think we talk about Caoimhin, but I think you also agree with me that Connor was really strong and Curtis was really strong as well. Yeah, I think it's nice for everyone to see. But it's not the way I pick my players or I select my team, but it's there are cheap options as well, which is also helpful with all these contract situations we have.
They're not very expensive.
No, but we haven't paid a transfer fee. That's what I mean. I'm not saying the contracts are cheap, but we haven't paid a transfer fee for them.
And a last question before we let you go, because I think your family have come over to see you, haven't they?
Yes, yeah, they do this more often, but especially this one.
Lovely.
They took a few days off of school.
Oh, fabulous.
Because
Brilliant.
they wanted to be here. Yeah.
What an amazing spectacle for them to see tonight. Are they going to stay for the Man City game? And how do you see that going now?
They will, but this will not impact the game on Sunday. Although sometimes my father gives me good advices. But no, it's nice that they are here. But my main focus is, of course, on Sunday on the team. But to have family around, that's always a good thing, because you don't have to be focused 24 hours. But 18 hours maybe. You should. Yeah.
Excellent. Lovely to have your time. Thank you so much. Go and enjoy your evening. And congratulations as well. What a huge win tonight. Thank you so much. There you go. Arne Slot, who is off to spend some time with his family and celebrate that win. The momentum that they would have got from that game against Real Madrid here at Anfield tonight. And let me tell you, the crowd, they are spectacular here, but they were particularly special, particularly loud tonight. And what a performance their team put on. Liverpool 2-0 win against Real Madrid, the champions of Europe. How does it change the perspective, I suppose, of the group stages that have gone to the league phase now, Macca? Because Real Madrid are in a little bit more trouble than we expected at this stage.
Well, yes, they are. They're the champions, aren't they? And they're the team that you always think, oh, they'll get through, and then they come good in February, March, and they probably will sneak through. But they're certainly making it hard for themselves, aren't they? I mean, they're not helped by the injuries. You have to say that hand in hand, but they're not playing very well. The confidence is low. They've got a difficult away tie in Bergamo, as you rightly said. Atalanta were brilliant last night. They usurped by Napoli at the top of Serie A, so they're playing really well. So in itself, it's a difficult game. Yeah. But when Madrid have got 6, 7, 8 injuries, and some of them till the end of the season, long term, it's a real conundrum for them. They're going to have to maybe do something in January, which they didn't want to do earlier, but they might have to be forced into them because they're having injury after injury after injury, and it doesn't seem as if it's going to stop.
We'll show you the league table again in just a second. What will the players be thinking on their way home now? A loss like this, and I know before the game you said, look, they always find a way through. At what point do they start to panic?
Yeah, of course they'll be utterly disappointed, but I think one of the most important things is they probably got the most experienced manager leading them and knowing exactly how to deal with this situation, and he's been through it many times. So I'm sure, yeah, they'll go back to the drawing board. Obviously, hopefully they'll get some injuries back soon, and yeah, they'll know they'll need to keep fighting for that badge.
What will he be like in there, do you think? You've been there, you've seen that. What is he? Is he animated? Is he calm, cool?
No, he when he needs to lose his cool, he will lose his cool.
The eyebrow goes.
And you will know about it. So, but he has such a great relationship with all the players. But everybody knows there's a line, and nobody crosses it. And I think when he knows he's not getting the performance he wants, he will stamp his authority, and he will get a reaction for sure.
I was speaking to some of the Real Madrid staff on the phone over the last couple of days, and there was an air of this was going to be too difficult for them tonight. You know, they knew it was going to be difficult because Liverpool are playing really well. Yeah. So I don't think, as much as they were beaten tonight, they'll be disappointed. I don't think it was a shock like the Milan game was the last game. I think they expected Liverpool to come and probably win them over tonight, and that's what's happened. It's what's going to happen in the future. That's what they have to sort out with their home games. Okay, let's have one more look at the table, because this is where Real Madrid sit at the moment. They are 24th. There are 3 games still to play in the knockout round before they get to the knockout round. At the moment, they are in those positions.